Give, and it shall be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, will be put into your lap. For with the measure you use, it will be measured back to you. Luke chapter 6, verse 38. I'm sure that you would have heard this verse often taken out of context by fundraising preachers who use it to move people to give. Their idea is that if you give more for their ministry, God would give back more. It is true that God blesses generous givers, but it is not true that He will give them back more than what they give based on this verse. To understand this verse, read the previous two verses and you will recognize that in its context, verse 38 means being generous with our enemies. It conveys the idea that even if we have been hurt by people we have helped, we have to still give. In those days, if a person was to visit the grain market to purchase grain, the sellers would measure the grain in a measuring container and then they would press it and shake it so that the grains are packed closer. This meant more grain, and so they would let the grain run over the container onto the fold of the buyer's garment as well. Grain contracts of the ancient period sometimes stipulated the same container or instrument must be used to measure both the grain and the payment. So the measuring container used for grain was the same that was used for coins as well. Here Jesus uses this as an illustration to teach us to flow with love for our enemies, namely not to judge or condemn, but to forgive and give to the people who work against our interests. Have a blessed day.